Hey there, Kobernusz here from Kobernusz.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy, a tool that I use to think out loud, to get rid of all the crap, to just not worry about what people think, not worry about what anybody thinks, not even myself, right? Because that's just how it works. Let's just do some regular old school talk, because I feel like people don't do that anymore. We don't talk. We don't just talk. Yes, we do. I'm just kind of thinking, maybe we don't though. Because we don't ever talk. We don't ever experience. We go online, right? And I love online. Here we are, because you're online listening to this. But last night, at supper, right? I shut off my phone. Whoa, right? I shut off my phone, and it felt really good to just shut it off. There was no interruptions, right? Just sitting with the chaos of supper, with dinner, with eating, with 3 children and my wife. Not that my wife is the chaos, but everything else, right? Like, anybody who has kids understands that eating mealtime is kind of, it was kind of one of those times where you're like, dang, man, like, what are we doing? You just eat your food. But then, a solid reflection, you look at that and go, I'm going to miss these times one day, because they're going to be not in this house, right? Like, we are all under one roof right now. And that's incredible. Like, right now, they're all 3 under one roof. And we know their schedule. We know where they're going to be. We know what they're doing. We know what they're supposed to be doing. We know what they're not supposed to be doing. That's a beautiful thing. That is, like, in the moment, you're like, oh my gosh, these kids are nuts. Like, why are they so crazy? Why do they keep getting up from the table? Why don't you just sit down and eat? Why don't you do this? And then I catch myself going, I'm asking why. It's okay to just, they're just kids, man. Like, they're not going to grow up and be, shit pile kids or shit pile adults, because they look at us like we are the extension of them, or they are the extension of us, right? Like, what we show them is what they're going to do. That is a powerful thing. That is a powerful realization, if you will. Like, that is incredible yesterday. And I'm just having that realization now. Like, I'm not saying in the moment last night. I'm like, yeah, okay. What I intend to do is, next time I feel that, I will stop and probably take a deep breath when it's all happening, and just, because my mind, that analytical mind, always asks why, and then I literally, like, I'm sitting here going, guys, why do you do this? Why do you get up from your seat? And that, they're not going to have an answer. Because I want to go watch TV. Because, like, they're acting out something. Not acting out isn't bad, but, like, they act out stuff all the time. Like, they're like little, they're like little performers all the time. It's great. And not sometimes, because I'm like, just eat your food, because that's my expectation and my intention, and they're not matching that, and then I get angry. So then, they're not going to answer why are you getting up from the table again? I said not to. Well, that doesn't matter. They don't care. They are in the moment of, I need to act this out. I need to show you this dance. I want to do this and I want to do that. How awesome is that? How incredible is that? That is, whew. So I ask myself, who do I need to be? to become aware as much as they are in that moment. I identify as somebody as a person who does that. I identify as a person who is in the moment with them, with my kids at supper time. And will it take longer for them to eat if they keep doing stuff like that? Yes, it will, but oh well. Because those times won't always be there. There won't always be supper times. There won't always, because they're going to grow up and they're going to move out of the house and they're going to have their own life. And they're going to go and do that. And then I'm going to look back at the times that we had at supper and just yell, right? Like, I'm going to look back and be like, did I just yell at every single supper time? They're never going to love supper time if I just keep yelling. And that's what I feel. Like, my deep down is telling me, yep, you're right. Like, we got to change that. And it's not always like that. It's just relevant right now because last night I entertained it for a little bit, to be real honest, and then I didn't because we had to move on to the next part of the routine of the night, right? Like, you gotta then get them in their pajamas and then you settle them down and like, routine is great. Rigidity with children is great, but also on the flip side is flexibility. So that's where I'm at. And I mean, it kind of brings me a little bit of sadness, which I'm going to match that emotion with unconditional gratitude for the awareness. So the next time I'm in that moment, I will remember, okay, these kids, I'm going to go with every moment, not just supper time, but the next time I'm sitting here with expectations of them, behaving a certain way, whatever it is, at a certain time, that I can just be in the moment with them going, okay, what is it that they really want? What is it that they really want to do? And parenting like that, and I have been, man, has everything changed. Especially because of Dr. Shefali. Look her up, like Dr. Shefali's conscious parenting course. It is a great one. I do a lot. I do a lot with what I've learned from that, but also then I forget, right? Like, I forget about what I've learned. So it's just how it works. Like, our behaviors, they fall, right? Like, we fall from grace. We fall back into sleep, if you will. We fall back into the consciousness or unconsciousness of life, of being human. So yeah, parenting consciously, conscious parenting, that is Dr. Shefali. I got distracted there because there's deer. Oh boy. Deer, here we go. The drive to work with deer. Yeah, I love deer. It's fun. So that's even better. So yeah, that is what hit my heart today. So thank you so much for listening. If this resonates with you, hit that like, comment, share, subscribe button, whatever button you see. Please hit it. I appreciate the hell out of you for at least attempting to hang out with me. And yeah, as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.